So we want to first start with a bowl for mixing your soap and something to mix it with, some warm water for mixing your soap as well, and then we're going to cut our soap. Now, African black soap is probably the best shampoo you would ever use for your hair. It has antibacterial and antifungal properties. It is very cleansing and equally moisturizing. So, I mean, why not? It's way better than store-bought shampoos that might end up drying out your hair and not giving you the best results, really. Now, you want to transfer the mixture into your bowl, and now you go in with your warm water and you can cut it even smaller than I have, but I'm okay with this. Now you put this in there, as little or as much as you want. I didn't take a lot of soap, so this is enough. Now you can already see that it is dissolving, so you just leave it in there and keep mixing it over time. Give it a few minutes, you come back and you mix and you keep mixing, and eventually it would all just dissolve. After about 3 minutes, this is where we're at. It's not completely dissolved, but you can see that most of it is already dissolved. So after you've done this, this is good enough. You can use this for your hair as is, but it might dry out your hair a little bit. So if you don't want that, you want to go in and add some moisturizing agents. For example, I have olive oil over here. My two favorites, olive oil and avocado oil. These two oils are very moisturizing. They are among the very few oils that can actually penetrate your hair and not just sit on top of your hair as opposed to other oils. So I would go in with avocado oil with about that much of avocado oil. Then also about the same amount of olive oil, just like that. Now after that, I have some essential oils here that I would like to use. My favorite, tea tree, peppermint, and rosemary. These are my three favorites. These are the ones I use mostly for this concoction. Sometimes I don't even use tea tree oil, but lately I started using tea tree oil because it's really good for my scalp, and I tend to get itchy when I don't wash my hair frequently. So I use this and it helps with the itchiness in my scalp. Now the peppermint I like because it has this like tingling feeling whenever I put the shampoo on my scalp, and it makes it feel so good. And also all these essential oils have antibacterial properties as well, and they also help with cleansing. And rosemary helps with hair growth, and peppermint also helps with the blood flow. Both peppermint, rosemary, tea tree, they all help with blood flow to your scalp when you massage your scalp with these oils, and they also improve hair growth. So these oils are very good. Now you don't need a lot of these. All you need is a drop or two. This is peppermint. I love peppermint, so I always go in with more of that. And rosemary for hair growth, maybe 2 or 3 of that. It really depends on you. And then tea tree, 2 of that as well. Okay, now you can just mix that. Now if you don't have any of these oils, these are very optional oils, but if you have the herbs, for instance, I have rosemary here, I have lemongrass here. Now lemongrass, you can substitute tea tree oil with lemongrass. Lemongrass is also good for your scalp. And what else do I have? I also have lavender over here and a bunch of other teas that I drink. So with these, if you don't have the essential oil, what you can do is you can get your warm water, or even you can put a little bit of this in water and then you boil them together. And after that, you just strain it. You take the herbs out of it, and then now you use that herb-infused water to mix your soap, if that makes sense. So instead of using plain warm water to mix your soap, you would be using these herbs in the water, like a tea. You would be using that tea to mix your soap instead. So it gives you pretty much the same thing because you would have infused all of those in the tea as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to transfer this one into this. there it is, my simple DIY black soap shampoo that I've been using to wash my hair for the past 1 year. It lathers so well, and I'm telling you, this particular soap over here, that's the same thing I've been using for the past year, and I still have a lot of it left. I think I've only used about half of it. It was quite a big one, and I still have a lot of it, so you can see how this is actually money saving for you. And I would use this for about 3 washes. Now eventually the oils will rise to the top, so each time you want to use, you want to shake it like that. And I use this type of bottle to make sure that it's easy to put onto my scalp and onto my hair, because the nozzle makes sure I'm not putting the soap just anywhere, but onto targeted areas of my scalp and on my hair. So this is very helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do you like, comment, share, subscribe, and try this and give us your feedback.